Most people think AI is just a text box that spits out answers. But what if you had a command center that actually handles the heavy lifting? Builds, research, visual generation, all running autonomously. Welcome back. Today we are cracking open the supercomputer. This is not your standard online chatbot. It is a persistent Linux environment, a web automation suite, and a multi-model media generator built into a single, cohesive developer workspace. At its core, this workspace runs on a live Linux terminal. That means you are not limited to generic text prompts. You have direct, real-time control over a persistent folder structure. When you ask the system to audit a local folder or parse a code base, it uses targeted system tools to read the workspace directly. When making code changes, it doesn't rewrite entire scripts block by block. Instead, it utilizes targeted patch files to execute precise edits, run syntax checks, and verify your changes instantly. Because this terminal is live and persistent, every single variable, script, and directory folder you set up remains completely intact for your entire session. And that persistence leads directly into how we manage characters. I didn't want to rely on surface-level impressions. I needed to know if this technology could actually handle the high-fidelity standards required for my production pipeline. So, I took a methodical approach and built a dedicated command center. I focused on constructing a precise element, one that integrated a complex urban environment with my specific custom voice profile. I wasn't just testing for a static image. I was stress testing the engine to see if it could manage the nuance and persistence required for my work. This was the ultimate benchmark to determine whether this tool was ready to be integrated, or if it was still just another novelty in a crowded space. Now let's look at the results. To be transparent, it's a mixed outcome. On the visual side, the consistency is undeniably impressive. The model maintained the Sloan persona perfectly. But when it came to the audio, the element failed to trigger correctly. For casual, generic content, this might be a non-issue, but for my specific workflow, that audio disconnect is a hard stop. It confirms that while the system has mastered visual identity, it still struggles with the precision of custom voice injection.
All running autonomously.
To be completely transparent, I am a huge proponent of Higgsfield. I still build all my images using their tools. If you're a creator looking for incredible action clips, this is a wonderful solution. However, for my channel, maintaining a consistent persona and precise custom voice cadence is non-negotiable. I rely on a multi-tool pipeline, using ElevenLabs and HeyGen to layer in the audio. Higgsfield is the bedrock for my visuals, but I handle the voice elsewhere. And the economics are clear. I recently priced out a supercomputer solution for a 7-minute production, and it would have wiped out my entire monthly budget.
I'm gonna have to try to look
By
for the
using
owner.
this multi-tool workflow instead, I achieved the same high-fidelity results for a fraction of that cost, making the entire production sustainable. And they call it a supercomputer, but it's really a workflow router. It's designed to make things accessible, but it does that by making key decisions for you in the background. Watch the screen. That isn't pure intelligence. That's the system diverting your prompt to its own internal settings within Higgsfield. It's a convenient shortcut, but it often glosses over the fine details. I've been running these pipelines for months. If you bypass the automation and dial in the mechanics yourself, you gain much tighter control and significantly higher fidelity. Don't outsource your creative vision to an algorithm. Take the reins, own your prompt engineering, and get the exact results you are actually aiming for. So, as you can see at the end, what happened here is that it outsourced the video within Higgsfield itself. which is not a bad thing, but it's something that you could have figured out on your own. What it did was put it into Seed Dance 2.0 and ran the video there. If you learned something today, what I want you to understand is how to control your pipeline. If you can control your pipeline, you can control your budget, your character, your voice, and everything associated with your high-fidelity product. So again, if you got something from this video today, please like and subscribe, and tell me what you would like me to tackle next. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.